All right, good evening. We are going to get started with Debt Free Life. I'm just getting this posted on over to the Facebook. This is always the most awkward part because I never know if someone is actually hearing this or if I'm just talking to myself. So if you're hearing this and you think I sound and look a little awkward, I'm feeling that too. We're going to get this posted, share a testimonial, and then get this party on the road. Talking about debt-free life. Been able to talk with so many families this week, which has been so exciting. All right, so debt-free life. Let's go. All right, we are going live. All right, so it says that now we're live on Facebook, and so we'll see how we will see how this goes. We're going to start off with a quick testimonial. We love testimonials with Debt Free Life, people who have really used the program and who it's helping. And so let's get started with that.
Okay, we are so excited. So what is your name, ma'am?
Alejandra.
Very good. And where do you live?
Miami.
You live in Miami. How much debt you carrying right now?
Around 500,000.
Okay. And if you keep going the way you keep going, how long is it going to take you to get out of debt?
Like 21 years.
21 years. And with debt-free life, how is it going to change? How soon are you going to be debt-free?
3 years and 7 months.
Wow. And how much of an interest are you going to save?
Around $100,000.
Whoa.
Wow.
Too much money.
Wow, over $100,000 on interest saved. And what is your current debt?
Around 500.
Around $500,000. That is unbelievable. And how about your retirement income? How much are you going to be able to save for retirement?
$3 million.
Over $3 million.
So enough for me.
How does it make you feel to be a
Wow, I feel life? Like God blessed me big time, and for me and my husband, it's going to be a big deal in life.
Wow, that's a huge change for life, and it was in God's hands, and I'm so proud. I'm so excited for you.
Thank you. We are so thankful.
All right, well, debt-free life. Let's pause this so we don't keep it going. All right.
It's debt-free life time.
Hello, Miss Jordan. How are you doing tonight?
I am fired up. I'm ready to talk about some debt-free life.
Let's do it. I am too. It's just a great thing to talk about. Yeah. I'm a fan. Okay. Well, let me introduce myself, and then we'll get to the meat of this, and Jordan can introduce herself. My name is Betsy Barr. I'm here in Knoxville, Tennessee, with my husband and our 2 children, who are 7 and 9, and just, enjoying everything that life has to offer them. My younger son made a diorama this week of the rainforest, so that was very and thankfully my husband helped him with that because I have zero creativity, and so I will help with all of the math, but I can't do this. I was like, drawings and action. No, that's not my strength. So they had some fun daddy-son time doing that. But anyways, I've been doing Debt-Free Life for about a year, just over a year now. Helped so many families, seen people get out of just a lot of debt, and we'll be sharing some of that here with you tonight. And would just love to be able to help you do the same thing with your family, with your situation. It changed our lives. We just bought a house in June of this year, and we are going to pay it off in December of 2028. Merry Christmas. 8.5 years from now. Hello, I'm excited. So anyway, so that is me. Jordan, introduce yourself.
Absolutely. I am Jordan Gillum. I have been a part of Symmetry Financial Group for about 4 years. It'll be 4 years. Oh my gosh, I think it's 4 years this week.
What?
It's happened. I think we just had our little anniversary. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. But yeah, we've also been doing Debt Free Life for right around a year now. And I've really been blessed basically in this position to be able to, do what we do. You know what I mean? There's times in your job where you like certain things about it, and there's certain things that you don't like. And I seriously can't find anything that I don't like about what I do. You know what I mean? Like all day long, all we do is we just help people. And, it only just seems to be getting better being a part of this company. But Debt Free Life really has been one of those pinnacle moments where, the company really put its money where its mouth is, as far as like, here's what we stand for, here's what we back, and, here's what we do. And this definitely is it for me. You know what I mean? I love Debt Free Life. I love what it does for people. And I've been so happy to be partnered with Betsy, to be able to bring this to you guys every single week, Thursdays at 6. And I think it's time to kick it off. What do you think?
Definitely. Okay. So Debt Free Life, what do? We ask, are you 100% confident in your current retirement plan? And what if you could eliminate all of your debt in 9 years or less without spending any additional money? If you would like to be confident in your retirement plan, and if you would like to eliminate debt, then stick around. We're going to tell you how. So we're going to teach you how to reduce interest you're paying to lenders, erase your debt, decrease taxes. All this good stuff is coming up. And the best part is, it's not just something that we've kind of like thrown into the wind. I hope this will work. No, like this is something that's been proven over 200 years. People have been using this type of program, not called Debt Free Life necessarily, but that's what our company branded it. But people like Walt Disney, Ray Kroc with McDonald's, people that have done pretty well for themselves. They're not hurting financially. And this is how they choose to use their money, how they choose to finance things or pay off their debts, because it's not only going to help them in the short term, but it's also creating generational wealth and providing tax-free savings for the future. So yes, that's what we do. Why do we do it?
Yeah, I was about to say, here's what we're going to do. What we're going to do is we're going to lay some knowledge on you, right? We're going to go into explaining where the thought process behind why Debt Free Life is the smartest, best, just completely flawless way to get out of debt that there is out there. You know what I mean? We're going to lay on some knowledge for you, just so that you can understand the how and the why behind it. Then we're going to go ahead and explain, as far as, sorry, my cat's about to start meowing like crazy. He knows when I'm busy. My cat does, and he just goes crazy as soon as I don't need him to. So we're good. Okay. And so, and then what we're going to do is we're going to give you an example of what Debt Free Life looks like for an actual family, and then give you some information of where you can obtain some information about Debt Free Life for yourself. So let's hop into some knowledge real quick here. We've got the game of life pulled up. We always think it's super cute about how they told you in life that, the more kids you have, the more money you make in the end, which is only really true if you're Uncle Sam. He's like, have as many kids as you want. I'll give you some money back every single year. Really, that's the only conditioning that there was for that. Nobody really actually comes out ahead financially when they have a bunch of kids. But really what the game of life for the average American is taking on a ton of debt. We're conditioned through life to take on debt so we can do what? We can build our credit. And what does good credit give you? A lower interest rate on further loans for your life. So basically it's just, how can you use debt to get ahead? That's kind of the conditioning we've been through. So what kind of impact has that made nationally on this nation? I don't know, we were $13.6 trillion in total debt by the end of last year, let alone whatever else happened this year. I really can't wait till we update that slide, as of January 1, when we kind of take a look at what this year's impact was like. But let alone, obviously, huge epidemic when it comes to debt. Let's take a look at what it did on an individual level. Now, this is the average American, right? The average American household has about $250,000 of total debt inside of it. That's auto loans, that's student loans, that's credit cards, that's your mortgage, everything combined. The average household has basically like a little sticker on top of it that says $250,000 debt. And, we always talk about, what if we could get ahead, right? Why can't America get out of debt? And the reason why is because right now, due to the conditioning we've all been in of going into debt to get ahead, 74 cents on average of every single dollar is going towards taxes and interest alone. It's not really doing anything to maximize and to serve us. 26 cents of every dollar is being used to live off of, to feed your family, to go on vacation, as well as to save up for your future. So it's really hard for the average American to get out of that kind of hole that we're all conditioned to be into. So let's see what Debt Free Life would do if you applied it to the average American. Well, first off, they wouldn't be in debt. They'd be completely out of debt. And then even on top of that, I mean, that's pretty sweet. That right there in itself is pretty sweet. But also, we're going to decrease the amount of money going towards taxes and interest by 24%. So wait a minute. So that means if 24% isn't going towards taxes and interest, where is it going? It's going right back into the pockets of our families to live off of and to save for their future so that they can be more confident, like Betsy was talking about before. Let's keep this going. Let's keep this ball rolling.
Let's keep it going.
So yeah, the average American by the age of 65 has $2 million in total lifetime income go through their fingertips or even their bank account, however you keep your money. A lot of people keep their money right here. Some people keep their money in a bank account. But $2 million is what's going in and out of it. But when we're saving only 3%, the average American, when they reach 65, only has 60 grand in funds at retirement. I cannot tell you how many families that we speak to between 55 and 85 years old, when they get there, are looking into life insurance to try to pay off the debt that they have because they don't have the funds saved up for retirement. And I know that when you see this, you think that won't happen to me, but how did it happen to them? And that's due to conditioning. That's due to the way that we've all learned how to save money and to get ahead. And I just have to ask, does this fit how you envision how you plan to retire? And if it doesn't, you keep watching. Oh, you go, Betsy. You got this.
Okay, I love this part. So here we talk about compound interest. And so why do we talk about compound interest? That seems kind of, not super exciting. But I actually, my background is as a math teacher. I used to teach high school algebra, and we would teach about compound interest and try and help the students understand the power of compound interest and why it was important to have that working for them instead of against them. So a great quote from Albert Einstein here says, "Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it, and he who doesn't pays it." And so if you have a loan, if it's a mortgage or credit cards, car loan, any type of loan, you're paying compound interest on that loan, unless you've got 0% or some sort of special rating there. You're paying interest on that loan, and so that's money that's out of your bank account that's going to the lender. It's not working for you and your family. And so what we do with Debt Free Life is we turn it around to where instead of you paying out compound interest to lenders, you're able to earn that for yourself. So why is that so powerful? We give just a little brief example here. Would you rather have $1 million today or a penny doubled every day for 30 days? Most people are like, give me $1 million, please, and thank you. And so if they look at the person that chose a penny and it keeps doubling, whatever it is the previous day, it's doubled the next day. By day 10, you're only at $10. Day 20, $10,000. So that's looking a lot better than $10, all right? But still that person with the millions coming out better. But now remember, we're doubling everything. So day 21, now we're at 20,000, 40, 80, 160, and then boom, all of a sudden at day 30, you've gotten all the way up to $10.7 million. And that is because of the power of compound interest. And so if you're paying this out to lenders, then that's taken away a lot from you and your family. And so we think, hey, how can we turn that around and make it to where you don't have to pay that amount, and to where you can be having that power of compound interest working for you, working alongside of you. So what we do here is we talk about debt, and the reason we talk about debt is because if we can minimize debt, we're going to be able to create additional wealth for you and your family. Because debt is kind of the thing that stands in the way, so we start working, we got a job, we're saving for retirement, And so we're trying to save, but this whole time we got this big old hunk of debt that is in the way, that's that hindrance. And so one of the things we do with the families that we sit with is we just say, hey, what's your situation right now? Let's look at a whole financial picture. Let's talk about the debt. Yeah, sure, it's uncomfortable, but let's talk about it, and then we're going to be able to figure out a way to get over that hurdle, and then just boom, start saving like crazy for retirement. So that's my family. Here we're going to share a story of a family that has used Debt Free Life, but just to protect their anonymity, we changed their names, and I show a picture of my family because I'm a proud mom. I can't help it. So here's this financial worksheet that I was talking about. We just kind of look at, what's your current income? When do you hope to retire? What do you hope to do in retirement? What's your plan for saving for retirement? Kids. What are your specific concerns? And so we just kind of go through all that, really just get a good picture of not only where you are financially, but what you hope to use those finances for. Because at the end of the day, we know this isn't really about just about money. I mean, yeah, we got to have money to pay our bills and eat and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, it's also about, hey, what do your finances enable you to do? And what do you want to be able to accomplish during your retirement? And is there a way that we can help support you in those goals? So here, this is kind of what this family, Mark and Joyce, what they're against. They're standing up against this debt. They got Visa, they got medical, furniture, auto, they got a home. And so we look at the interest rates, we look at the monthly payments, and we look at what is the balance on the loan. And so for this family in particular, they're looking at about $180,000 in debt. And their monthly payment that's going out to debt each month is about $2,100. Now, here's where a little bit of pain comes in. Okay, not too pleasant, because they said, oh yeah, our debt is $180,000. And most people, they say, oh yeah, I know interest is going to hurt us. They don't quite realize exactly how much interest is going to be hurting them in the long run. Because here, when we look at what this family's real debt is, like we put it all in our software, and so we analyze the interest rate and the term length of the loan. For this family, their real debt is $380,000. So that's over double what their actual principal is. It's almost $200,000 more. So they're up against a lot. But we get to do something awesome for them.
Hey.
Jordan, tell us about what we can do for them.
Yeah, I mean, take a look at this, y'all. I mean, you Betsy just laid out to you, okay, here's their concerns. Here's what they want in a perfect world. They would like to retire on $5,000 a month and be able to do so much so quickly. But then she showed us that they're literally going to pay double for their debt because of compound interest working against them. And then bam, Debt Free Life comes in with its giant DFL on its chest and its cape in the wind. And they go from being in debt for 30 years, yes, 30 years to 7.8 years. They get out of debt 22.2 years sooner. I don't know if you guys are hearing me wrong. They didn't get in debt. They didn't get out of debt in 7.8 years sooner. They got out of debt in 7.8 years, period. So all of that debt, including their home, is gone, 7.8 years. That means they had 22.2 more years to put money back into their bank account to save up for their children's future, to maximize on their savings, to prepare for their own retirement. On top of that, they saved $122,739 in interest alone. That's money that didn't go to someone else, but stayed in their bank account. That's what DFL does. And I can't get enough of that.
That's right.
Let's keep going. Let's keep talking about more. There we go. So check it out. These are real statistics, y'all. This isn't something based off of what the market does. Like, oh, well, as long as so-and-so gets elected, we'll be okay. Like that's not what this is about. This is you make the contribution, right? Like a savings account, and you will get to X. And we're going to show you how specific this is, but 7.8 years, bam, out of debt. They only pay $77,220 in interest rather than $199,000, which increases because now they have 22.2 years of $2,177 that was going out of their bank account for the next 30 years is staying in their bank account. And over 30 years, y'all, that's $1 million that they have saved up for their retirement when they hit 65. That is what DFL does differently.
That's right.
And let's show the specifics of this. Check this out.
Man, this is what I love. Oh, I love this.
Best part. You literally get to see the exact month and year that they're out of debt. That's why Betsy, when she started her DFL journey, she bought a house. And she said, you'll never guess when I'm getting out of debt. I can tell you because I have DFL. She said, Christmas of 2028, this girl is not going to owe on a home loan. And guess what's right after that, y'all? She's going to send her kids to college, and she'll have 50 grand. She'll have 50 grand in liquidity to just go ahead and pay for that herself.
That's right.
That's amazing. This family right here, literally by the next year, let's say that just between 2020 and 2021, they're going to have saved up, or they're going to have freed up, not saved up, freed up $551 a month to go towards still paying off that debt. That's amazing. And then September of 2027, their mortgage will be paid off. That's how specific Debt Free Life is.
It's, yeah. I mean, people are like, oh wait, well, so do I have to like freeze my cards and can I still, and I'm like, no, like this is your plan. You get to just keep living your normal life. And this is just here to help you. Like, we're not impacting credit. We're not, going to be coming over your shoulder and asking you all sorts of like crazy questions. Like, oh no, this is just something that we're going to walk alongside you and do. And in those specific months, hey, we're going to get a hold of you and we're going to help you pay off those debts. It's so exciting. It's so exciting.
So, I mean, just look at that. I feel like there's really not so much we can say right here. They're literally going to save up $1 million, and it's accessible at any time, tax-free, no penalties, no fees. This is not an annuity. This is not a 401k. This is basically the same accessibility as a savings account, but add a compound interest working for you.
Yes. Yeah. It's like I was talking with someone about it and they were like, so it's like a savings account. And I was like, it's like a savings account on steroids. Like, exactly. We don't really have money in our savings account anymore. Like, we just keep it in our debt-free life because we're losing opportunity to earn interest on money that we would have in that savings account. And so we want to be wise with our money. And so, but yeah, I mean, what's so awesome is that you can access it at any time. Like, you don't have to wait 30 years. You don't have to wait a certain amount of time. Like, anytime you would want to access your money, boom, you just can have it because it's yours.
But yeah, so I know we've said it already. You know what I mean? The benefits of having a debt-free life program are listed on the screen, as you can see. If that is something that makes sense to you, right? So you've got your family plans, you've got your own concerns. We all have our concerns. To act like nobody has debt, it would be so silly. That would be like acting like nobody had noses. Like, we all have debt. You know what I mean? On average, each household has at least $250,000 of debt. So if you want to take control of that, and you want to feel the benefits of the Debt Free Life program, I believe you can actually listen to somebody explaining the Debt Free Life benefits themselves that are using it. I think that's what we have next.
That is correct. So let me get out of here, and we're going to show some families that have been using Debt Free Life and what it has done for
Hey everybody,
them.
it's DJ Debt Free. I'm here with Vocal. So you originally were going to have your debt paid off in 27 years, right?
Right.
How many years are we going to have it paid off now?
6.2.
6.2 years down from 27 years. How much interest are we saving?
$141,473.
How do you feel right now?
Excited, happy, and I feel like a weight has been lifted off my back.
Oh,
I love it.
Oh my!
I know we're buffering, but I don't care. I love that. That's what debt feels like, right? You don't
Exactly.
act like that weight ain't there. That weight's there. You know what I mean? Don't act like it ain't there. Just fix it.
Of
And
course it's there.
we're here to help.
Oh goodness. Man,
Fired up.
we've been excited tonight, Jordan.
I know. I'm getting fired up tonight.
All right.
But let's do this. I love this. You got it. You got this one.
I love this. Okay, so each week we love to share what kind of impact Debt Free Knox has been able to have on our community in terms of debt free life. And so as of this week, we have helped families eliminate $11.3 million in debt. I mean, I love it. I mean, that's real people, real debt that they had, and it is gone. We are so close to 2 million, and so I wasn't going to round it up. When we put 2 million, like I wanted to be 2 million in interest saved. But this means that instead of paying that money to lenders, this 1.9 million stays in people's pockets. And when we talk about like the tax-free savings that you have access to over, a 30-year period and even past that, we're not including the interest saved. Like this is just, oh, hey, this is just going to stay in your bank. And so that other money that we talk about is, oh, hey, this is what, this is in addition to that, what you save. Here's the retirement, $32 million in retirement.
Dang.
Oh, I love it. And so our average time to debt free is 7.7 years. So generally for the Debt Free Life program, it's 9 years or less. But thankfully with Debt Free Knox, we've been able to do that. 7.7 years is our average. And the great part as well is that no money is added to your budget. We work with money you're already spending, already using, so it's not going to impact your budget at all. And so we're very passionate about that because we understand that everybody has a certain budget that they're working with, and we want to be very respectful of that. All right, Jordan, send us off here.
Yes, ma'am. And I know we flew through this one tonight, but we were really excited. So
We were.
I'm just being honest. We love Debt Free Life, and we love, obviously, if you can't tell, I love working with Betsy and hopefully vice versa. And and so, but I get so fired up talking about Debt Free Life because of the fact that it does fit within the core values of this company. And I do want to just make one more final announcement. You know what I mean? Just a reminder that we are doing a National Philanthropy Day donation opportunity for everybody. So what we are currently doing is we are giving back, and I believe we actually secured which school we're going to be giving back to.
Yes.
The teachers that's right, that we did that this week. And we're really fired up. What's the name of the school, Betsy?
It is Northwest Middle School it's in the Norwood area in Knoxville. And so they actually have a fairly large international student population. And the teachers there are just working so hard every day, just as all teachers are during this pandemic. And so we just wanted to be able to reach out and share some love and encouragement, just little things, tissues, cleaning supplies, maybe some nice scented hand sanitizer, because we love middle schoolers, but they not all of them are just very well acquainted with deodorant. And so there can be a certain odor in the classrooms. And so anyways, just ways to really bless our teachers. One thing, teachers always seem to be providing, pencils or extra classroom supplies. And with COVID, they can't just have those to share like they have in the past. And so just extra classroom supplies to be able to provide for students who might be in need of those. So we would love for you to participate with us and bless the students and mainly the teachers at Northwest Middle School.
Absolutely. And so how can you do that if you want to be a part of this impact, what we're doing, right? Just to lay it out. So we're going to create little gift baskets. And what we plan to do is have as many of those as possible together to take to Northwest Middle on November 18th, which is National Philanthropy Day. We want to go there. We want to take it to them. We'll videotape the whole thing. We'll go live, whatever we have to do to show you the fact that this is making a difference. These teachers need as much love and kindness as possible during these super crazy times. And we can't mention how grateful we are enough for what they are doing during these crazy times for our children. So what we're going to do is we've opened up an Amazon wish list. The Amazon wish list is actually located on the debtfreeknox.com website. You go onto the website, you will see it. I promise we made sure it was definitely visible to see if you go on the website. You go to the website, you go to the wish list, you can grab whatever you want. Any size donation, by the way, is entered into a raffle. So Debt Free Knox is actually giving back to those who donate as well, with doing a raffle for 4 chances. So, I mean, if we have one person donate, they literally have an 400% chance that they're going to win something, right? So what you win is a chance of a $100 Amazon gift card, a $50 Amazon gift card, or two additional chances at $25 gift cards for Amazon. What is that? That's an excellent opportunity to pay for a Christmas, or 2 or 3 for someone, depending on, if you're getting the 100 or if you're getting the 50, or if you like buying little gifts, people $55 can do it. Either way, get in there, donate. It's all tax write-off, obviously, for yourself. We have the location that all donations are going to is our Debt Free Knox office, which is Betsy's place. And just want to let you know how grateful we are for anybody who partakes in that. And we can't wait to see what we do for these teachers. But talking about Debt Free Life, if Debt Free Life sounded good to you, you can also go to debtfreeknox.com, or you can visit directly to our schedule at calendly.com/debtfreeknox and schedule a short period of time to get with Betsy and I, and we will show you what Debt Free Life can do for your family. So with all that being said, that means that we're done, and we look forward to seeing you again Thursday at 6 or prior to then in our schedule. I hope you have a great rest of your day.